What's going on, guys? Saturday, September 21st, 4:36 p.m. Day off from work. What did we do today? What have we done? Slept in, try to get more sleep today to optimize our next following days, because they're gonna be early, 4 a.m. wake ups as normal. Got up, got some coffee in us, there's some mobility, just a little movement, there's some learning of our book right here, $100 million offers. Took some notes right here. Probably gonna just do some review after, later on today. That was this morning. We hit the gym, had a nice chest and back mobility day. Got a nice little just lineup, food shopping, and a bunch of uploading on TikTok and Instagram. But besides that, nothing too crazy of a day. It's a rainy one. Well, enjoying some college football while I do some work, some tedious work, but nothing crazy today. It's a Saturday, but we're staying in. Nothing excites me. Nothing pushes me to really go out today. Really, Still, I'm getting a little tired now. The Pops went out. I think he's gonna grab some cigars, so I have some cigars with him. Besides that, just kind of a chill day with no work. In terms of like my 9 to 5. But instead of, learning and training my brain, let's train the body. It's more one of those days. Self-care, I guess, type of day. Yeah. One thing I was kind of thinking about was if I do better in situations alone, or if I do better working with others or alone. I think in things like learning, I do a lot better alone unless I'm with someone that knows more than me and is willing to kind of show me and kind of hold my hand, which I know that isn't the case all the time. You kind of have to pick up as you go. But besides that, I'm not a big advocate of really like working out, for example. I don't really like working out with people. I like being by myself, in my head, music on, do my own thing. I like working out at public areas because I just kind of like the atmosphere it brings, the environment, and I get to show off the pump. It's a little insecurity of mine. I get to look good in front of others. Instead, if I was working out by myself, let's say at a home gym, I would still get a good workout, I know, but if I was out there, with people surrounded by me, different story. But when it comes to self type of work that doesn't need another person with you, another person isn't needed, then I would rather be by myself. I think that's why I like waking up so early on most days, because it's dark still outside, no one's up, the environment's quiet, put in my headphones, do some learning, no one bothers me, be alone, and I get a lot of work done, I would say. Or a lot of stuff gets fed into my brain, and I get to remember a lot of things. So that's why I think I do well in those types of situations. But yeah, today is kind of a chill out day, so nothing too excited happened. We're home by ourselves. The family went to church, I think, and then the dad went to grab some, I don't know. But home right now. I was gonna just review some notes at the moment, maybe, and when he comes back, I think we're gonna have a cigar, like I said. But guys, we are 2 weeks away? Pretty much like 2 weeks away from moving, actually. So our last day of work is gonna be the 3rd of October, which is less than 2 weeks, and then I think I'm gonna move or drive down the 7th or 8th. So it's coming, guys. It is coming. Today's the 21st, so we are getting closer to the date. Still looking for jobs, still looking for opportunities, still looking for apartments, still looking for sales positions. But like I said, a lot of these sales positions are still wanting me to come in for interviews and aren't doing Zoom interviews, which I completely understand. But it would be nice to have something lined up if by the time I get down there, but we're just gonna have to deal with it. Kind of go off that. Something I wanted to maybe talk about was maybe our notes today. Today's chapter was about part 1 of creating our Grand Slam offer to our prospect. And there was kind of a few steps that you have to go through, or a couple steps that you go through to start making the offer. I actually didn't finish the chapter because I went to the gym. So I'll just kind of go over it with you guys right now, I guess. So there was 3 steps, right? Yeah. So step 1 was identify the dream outcome, and actually these steps are related to the value equation that Alex Hormozi first talks about. So trying to increase our dream outcome, try to increase the likelihood of achievement, decrease the delay time, and decrease the effort and sacrifice for the prospect. So step 1 was identifying the dream outcome. So pretty much what this was saying was, instead of trying to sell the minute details in between, like to sell the journey, you want to sell the final destination. So a great example he used here was, let's say you're selling a trip, like a vacation. You want to sell Hawaii, you know? You want to sell the fact that the prospect's going to be in Hawaii drinking a margarita. You don't want to sell the process of going to the airport, getting on the airplane, going there. No, you want to sell the dream outcome. Step 2 was listing all the problems the prospect had, and then finding a solution. So the more problems they had, the better, because it gives you more of a leeway or more problems to solve for the prospect, and it identifies more problems, which then it kind of creates this psychological war or battle for the prospect, which I think then leads to them wanting to accept your offer. And then step 3 was a solutions list. So pretty much making solutions for for step 2, for all the problems. And so kind of an example would be, so for step 2 and step 3 I see kind of intertwine with each other. So step 2 would be listing all the problems. So let's say, first thing is, let's say getting in shape. This is kind of his example, was buying healthy food in grocery shopping. So it would be, buying healthy food is hard, confusing, and I won't like it. And then finding the problem is, buying healthy food in grocery shopping is hard and confusing, I won't like it. The resolution or the solution was how to make buying healthy food easy and enjoyable so that anyone can do it, especially busy moms. And the thing is, every single problem kind of has a bucket, a sub-bucket, like a subcategory under it. So at the end of it, like let's say they have 4 major problems. You try to subcategorize each of those bigger problems. You try to find subcategories for those bigger problems, which then gives you more problems to solve. So pretty cool information, pretty cool stuff. Learning a lot to take in. I'm probably going to have to review this book over and over, and I would say this book is a little more for when I wanna. It's gonna be helpful for sales, but I think especially for beginner business entrepreneurs, it's gonna help. And when I really start, I say the whole lifestyle coaching aspect, I think this book will be where I kind of look back onto for resources. And you guys might be wondering, well, how will you start when I start now? So, I mean, my entire thing with the whole lifestyle coaching is trying to make my resume with my health side of things, because I want to really push the health aspect of lifestyle coaching. I really want to work around health, wealth, and relationships first, because those are 3 areas in someone's life where if you don't have, it's going to be really hard to live without. So I really want to first focus on the health side of things, and then translate or jump onto the wealth and relationships part of side. So those are just little updates of today. Nothing too crazy happening. If you guys want to stay a little more interested in my life, you always go on my Instagram at Miggy's Lifestyle, LYFE style. So I'm gonna leave it with you. I'm gonna leave it at that. I hope you guys are having a beautiful day, because I know you're beautiful. And let's keep moving. Day 60, I think this is 63. So, 2 more days and then it's gonna be 300 days. Shit. Alright. Well, as always, guys, train the body, train the mind, get active. Peace.